One time, say.
Hi guys, I'm back, and of course, you all know I am super excited uh, for seeing you again. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, comment, subscribe, please. Because when you subscribe and turn on your notification bell, you won't miss our next uploads. Okay, we're here for episode 2, question and answer, Q&A. And I have got many questions here, but I'm going to answer few of them so that we can leave the next questions later. Thank you. Without wasting much of our time, let's go ahead. Well, our first question here is, where did you grow up? Well, I grew up in Chilhura district, and I think that is all. Where is your happy place? My happy place is when I am around people I love, people that I cherish, and of course, people I prefer. What's the piece of advice you've ever been given? The piece of advice I have ever been given, well, I have grown up being given a lot of advices, but the only piece of advice I consider as the best one that could have helped me or that helped me is when I was advised to calm down, concentrate, and of course, ruin all the things I was doing so that I can go ahead with a new life, a new beginning. Yeah. What are the three things that make you smile? Oh, I have a lot of things that do make me smile, but I'm going to shorten them. The first thing that makes me smile is seeing my favorite people happy. The second thing that makes me smile is when I am around people that I love. The third thing that makes me smile is when I really feel my soul is strong. I'm always smiling on that. Yeah. What was the worst date you've ever went on? Whew, again. But I've never had a date, to be honest. I haven't gone for a date before. Yeah. I promise to be honest. Yeah. What do you like to do on the weekends? Well, I use it to go out, as in happening, and of course, outing, I mean beach camping, like that. But currently, I don't like going out anymore. I don't know why, but I don't like it. Yeah. Have you ever been in love? Oh, these questions are hard. Well, yes, I have ever been, but not anymore. Mm-hmm. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your last relationship? Oh, well, the biggest lesson I think was to be real, trustworthy, and kind. And patience, of course. Yeah, patience also contributes. How do you define romance? I don't. Honestly, I don't. Because I haven't been in it before. So, that question, X. If you had 1 hour left to live, what would you do? Definitely, I would forgive, forget only. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh, well, when you leave the door open for them, they also enter. But for me, I have no door for any ghost, for any stupid thing. I don't. Who would narrate an audiobook about your life? That is my auntie. My auntie has the original copy of my book, of my life. Yeah, because I grew up with my auntie and I love her so much. Yeah, she's the one who has that audiobook of my life. Yeah, let's go to another session. How do you cheer yourself up? Well, I am a person who likes gospel music, and when I'm going undergoing something that is not good or that is bothering me, I always pray the gospel music. I always enjoy the music. I always put on my AirPods, or when I'm home, I switch on the hoofers and set the music and start to dance according to the tone of the music. Yeah, that is how I always cheer myself up. That is how I cool myself. And the next thing how I cheer myself up is reading the Bible, and at times mimicking. I am that person who likes mimicking people, and I mimic people that are around me. Yeah, who knows you best? My auntie. My auntie, the one I grew up with, knows me best, and she's a hot vibe. Trust me. You wouldn't love to miss her storytelling about my life. Oh, all the goods, buts, do's and don'ts, likes and dislikes, and everything. She has it all. And of course, currently, my mother and my friend, yeah, they also do tell about me. They do know me. Yeah. What's your biggest fear? This question was asked in our first episode. I remember that. And I told you that the biggest fear I have is losing a friend, a family member. Because the friend, the workmates, those that are close to you, they are family around you. So my biggest fear is losing one of my family. I do fear that. And by God's grace, it wouldn't happen. Yeah. What's the best gift you've ever been given? Oh, with the best gift I have ever received in my life. I always receive gifts and I really appreciate them and I consider them so much. Money, clothing, bags, shoes, watches, and everything. But the best gift I have ever received in my life was the present I received on my birthday of last year, 2023. That was the best gift I have ever had. And I will never forget that. Yeah. If you could travel back in time, where would you go? Well, back, I don't like going backwards. I am a forward person and I don't think going backwards is necessary. And I even don't have anywhere I could have gone to because it wouldn't change anything going back. No, I'd rather step forward and go to somewhere else. Yeah, whatever I could have done in my past, I can still do it because I'm still living. So why should I go back? What do you think? What do you think your best quality is? Oh, I am that person that doesn't lag in the past, and I'm the person that is already proud of myself. Like I'm proud of myself. Anything, even if it is a little thing that I have achieved, I am always proud, and I love it. Uh, how would how do you prefer to distress? Distressing. Well, I'm the person that doesn't like to be stressed up, and actually, I always fight stress too. Yeah, you're asking how do I prefer to distress myself? I like playing music, gospel music, and I prefer having someone around me when I'm stressed to worship for me from the dialect voice. I love worship from the dialect voice, not the audio recordings and everything. Yeah, so that is how I kill my stress, and of course, reading the Bible too, and attending to my friends, people around me, and everything. And at times, I also keep myself busy with work. Yeah. What's your biggest fear? I have already answered that. And what's on your bucket list? My bucket list is treasure in the sky. Yeah, that's my bucket list. Treasure in the sky. If you want to know more about it, come to my DM. If you could tell your past self one thing, what would it be? If I could tell my past one thing, I think it is to calm down, settle down, cool down, because what you're chasing, you're not going to find it if it is not including God, unless it includes God. Well, without God, you're not going to have any gain in it. That is all I could tell to my past. Yeah. Do you think of yourself as an optimist or pessimist? Ah, well, I am an optimist because I don't see myself going backwards. I see myself going forward. So why should I underestimate myself? Because when you want to be proud of yourself, I mean, when you want someone to be proud of you, you have to first be proud of yourself. So when you want to achieve something, you still have to first achieve it in you so that you can get out and achieve it physically. So I see myself as an optimist. Yeah. Do you believe in luck? Yeah. When you're lucky, you have something. When you're fighting against something or you want to get something and unfortunately you don't have that luck, I don't think you can get it. But when you're lucky, you can get it. Yeah. So I believe in luck too. How do you describe happiness? Happiness is an emotional statement characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. Yeah, that is how I can describe happiness. Maybe people have their ways of describing it, but that is how simply I could describe it. Yeah. So we are going to another question. What was your proudest moment? The proudest moment I had was when I made the most perfect and step that changed my life. I was proud of my life the time I decided to go with God. The time I left all the lifestyles I was living in. The time I decided not to lag in my past, not to go back to the rubbish I was doing. I was the proudest person, trust me. Okay. What inspires you? What inspires me is how I sit down, cancel myself, advise myself, cool myself down, and I set a goal, and at the end of it all, I achieve that goal. I am always inspired on how I work my things. I am always inspired on how I do my work. I am always inspired on how I associate with people. I'm always inspired on how I live an area and I leave a good name. It inspires me so much. I'm a person that fights for my name to stay clean and, of course, keep it vigil. So that inspires me. Yeah. Do you think money can buy happiness? I don't think so. Money can do anything, but it cannot buy happiness. Money can do anything, but it cannot buy love. When you have a rich, I'm going to use this example. When you have a rich husband, but without love, without happiness, I don't think you can stay in that marriage. It wouldn't last longer. Same story as a relationship or friends. You have to stay where you're happy. You have to stay where your happiness is valued and contented with it. Yeah. Which language have you always wanted to learn? the the Ingulbo, yeah, that's language of the Nigerians. I think it's of the Delta State. Yeah, it's of the Delta State. That language of the Nigerians in the Delta State, and the language of this Cameroon. Yeah. How do you deal with criticism? Okay, criticism is something that is bad in life. I listen actively, to the constructive criticism and control my emotions. Try not to take it personal. Process the feedback you receive and respond aggressively. And be kind to yourself. Show some appreciation. Show humility. Apologize conservatively. And of course, try not to dwell on the criticism. Because when you give it much of your time, it is going to affect you. Yeah. So that is all. Do you think exes can stay friends? As in ex? Ah, yeah. Staying with the staying friends with your ex can be a good idea if you and your ex have no platonic feelings. When the platonic feelings are not available, you can be friends. Yeah, you and your ex don't have romantic feelings for each other or anything. Yeah, you can stay friends because you both know each other, and I think you can still value yourselves as well. Yeah. What do you love most about yourself? I love how I handle my things. I love how I love others. Because for me, when I laugh wholeheartedly, and I can give anything it takes. Yeah. I love a lot on myself, but those are the few I can use now. Yeah. What are the most passionate about at the moment? What are you most passionate about at the moment? Oh, the most passion I have at the moment is my project. I'm working on my project. I have two projects I'm working on this year, but my focus is on one project, and when it happens to be done, I'll be like, wow, my life, my dream, my everything is focused on that project. So, guys, pray for me and wish me the best too. Mm-hmm. What's your biggest regret? Biggest regret? Well, comparing myself with others, with the others, dreaming more actions on on things that I'm not going to achieve. Yeah, engrossing in anger. Engrossing in anger is something that is bad, and I always had that. And at times, I regret when anger controls me too. Yeah, high giving the importance of possessions. You go and possess something and you give it all your attention, and it's not that simple. Lacking self-confidence is also a regret. If you don't know from now. Yeah. Lingering around wrong people, it is not good at all. It is also a regret because you lose most of your things rotating on such people. So I think I'm going to give you only those, then the next will be in the next season. Yeah. What song makes you cry? The song that makes me cry is the song of I Have a Very Big God. It's a Nigerian song. When I'm listening to it, it is full of happening, and really you can dance it. But when you concentrate on its meaning, really you know that you have a God of wonders, a God of miracles, a God who never lets you down, a God who never fails you. Yeah. Can you name a turning point in your life? A turning point in my life. I have many turning points, but the turning point of my life that I can never forget and I will never forget is when I decided to let go of the past and move forward. Yeah. What's the biggest lesson you've learned? The biggest lesson I have learned is, okay, I have learned many lessons, but I think they all go under it. And I think the biggest lesson is all about the gospel, because nothing comes first than God. Nothing. And I want you to know that whatever you give your first prize in life, it has to control you. So I take God as my first priority, and I still do learn a lot of lessons about it. Yeah. So I think we should stop there for tonight. Um, we are going to have our third episode so soon. Thank you. Stay tuned.